Hey you, yeah you, I'm talking to you, you know the one I'm talking about, you right there, right in that very middle column right there, you know what I'm talking about right now. You wish right now that you had something in your arsenal that was capable of delivering one-punch justice to everything. Well, good news for you, I have exactly the weapon to do so. Welcome to How to Use Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Bong. What happens when you take one of the most iconic cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And give it a severe upgrade that it's on steroids? You get Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. An upgrade from Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it's, by God, one of the most ludicrous upgrades you can possibly imagine. How much of a retrain, you may be asking? Well, I'll simply tell you, because it simply does two things, and two things you will never even recognize. Thing number one is that it has protection. You heard me right, protection. It cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects, plus its second effect allows you to simply do one thing and one thing only, deal double piercing damage. That doesn't sound like much upon itself, but trust me when I say this effect does all the talking and all it needs to do because it's its own win condition. Upon its release, Blue Eyes Chaos Max wasn't the most consistent card out there. However, as time progressed, when the incantations came around, everything suddenly changed. Especially when Bigger Machine Go suddenly dropped, and then all of a sudden this deck became more consistent than the heavily used combo variants. Everything you need to know on how to use the deck is both simple and straightforward. You use one or two incantations to get Blue Eyes Chaos Max on the field as quickly as possible, and then you find a way to simply deal that 8k damage. How do you do that? Well, it's actually quite simple. There's actually two different ways of actually doing it. Way number one is actually a very simple way, and it involves creature swap. It's possibly the oldest one out of these two OTK strategies, but it's actually quite the most simplest. You make sure that you keep at least one of the incantations on the field, and before you even drop the Chaos Max Dragon, you simply creature swap and then just swap it around with one of your opponent's monsters. Although you might want to navigate a little bit if your opponent has spell negation. However, as soon as you do that, you'll have Chaos Max on the field and literally have your opponent within kill shot. Secondly, there's Swords of Concealing Light, which pretty much forces your opponent's monsters going into face-down defense position.
That is, except if they are not links.
And if you're capable of seeing that one of them has 0 defense, or one of them is defense low enough for you to have 2 Chaos Max on the board, then of course you're going to have your opponent into kill range regardless. However, this isn't the only way of playing the deck. You can also play a combo variant which allows you to have VFD on board as well, along with a myriad of negates, and allows you to push forward for game the following turn with Chaos Max Dragon. Although if you're asking me, you might as well just play Dragon Link over that variant. In short, Blue Eyes Chaos Max is a very simple boy with a very simple effect. And if you're anything like me, you do not use it mainly because it's a Blue Eyes card, but you use it the same way you use a Greatsword or Monster Hunter. You love to see those big fucking numbers. Sample deck, and now you know how to play Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Now fuck off.